Check out my bed head. Yeah, I didn't brush my hair this morning, but it's all good. So we are going to review real quickly for your test, and then we are done once you take your test. Okay, so I made a study guide that kind of goes along with it. It's very similar problems. Oh, there it goes. All right, so my first one is there are 485 children attending the game on Thursday and 318 attending the game on Friday. How many children will attend all together? So a key word here, all together, it means I want to know together. So I'm doing what? I'm adding. So I'm taking 485 and I'm plussing 318. And I wrote really, really big, but it's okay. All right, so I'm going to stack them over here so that I can add them better. And again, do not write on your parents' laptop or computer screen. All right, adding my ones place first. 5 plus 8 is 13. Put down my 3, carry my 1. 8, 9, 10. Put down my 0, carry my 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is 803 is my answer. I'm going to erase that so I have room. So 803. So 803 children. And some of y'all are being lazy on me and not writing that word there. Because I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So that's easy enough. Yours is very similar, and I'll read it to you, and then you can solve it. It says there are 257 children at Stiles School. There are 623 children at Savin Rock School. How many children are there at the two schools all together? So you have a workspace here, and then you write your number, sentence, and your answer. Not very different than the one that we did. All right, now we're looking at what looks like your number 2. Going to erase. Okay, now I kind of have to go ahead and shade in a little bit of this. We're going to pretend that it was already shaded because I didn't know how to shade on making a PowerPoint. I'm not like a super PowerPoint maker or anything. So we're going to pretend that was already shaded. All right, it says, how many children are in room number 2? So I'm finding room number 2. Boom, here it is. And I notice that it's counting by 2s. Okay, so that's 2, that's 4. This is in the middle. Room 2 is in the middle, right? And so because that's in the middle, it's going to be between 4 and 6, which is what? What comes between 4 and 6? Boom, that's right, 5. So 5, and this is supposed to say 1. So we're going to, okay. Oh, wait. I guess it does say 3. Okay. Boom, boom. All right. Now, the next one, it says shade the graph to show that there are 12 children in room 3. So here's room 3. It hasn't been shaded. So I'm going to shade it all the way to room 12. And I know you guys can do a better shading job than that. That's terrible. Anyways, next question. How many more children are in room 3 than 2? So I'm comparing 3 and 2. Number 2 has 5, and room number 3 has 12. And I want to compare the two because obviously room 3 has more. Okay, how much more is 12 than 5? So take 12 minus 5, and it's what? 12 minus 5 is what? 7. Very good. Or you could say that's 1. So you could say 2, 4, 6, and then one more is 7. So there are 7 more. And I'm going to pause because my daughter just woke up, and I'll be right back. And I am back. And I wrote the answer to that in the wrong spot because I was listening and paying attention to the fact that Alex was hollering for me. But there we go. So there are 7 more in room 12 than in room 5. So I'm comparing the two. I'm trying to find the difference. So anytime you want to know the difference in two numbers, you are subtracting. Okay? And if you'll notice, my question is totally messed up. This is supposed to, it says shade the graph. No, I wrote that in the right place. You know what? I did write that in the right place. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe you're have more what's going on today. Maybe be doing better than me. So you're doing something very similar here. Okay. Anytime you want to know how many more than somebody, you're trying to find the difference. So you're subtracting. All right. My next one. It says, which shape has a right angle? So I've got to find the one that has a right angle. Remember, a right angle is a like a perfect L or a perfect corner, whatever you want to call it. Okay, look at that circle. Does it have a right angle? No, we don't even got angles at all. What about the triangle? No, those are all smaller. What about this one? Sure does. It's got some right angles right here. That's a right angle. That's a right angle. Okay, that even might be a right angle. I'm not real sure. I can put this edge here. Boom, it is. So this also is a right angle. It's just a little crooked, but it's a right angle. So this one has a right angle. And I am bouncing all around because I'm holding Alex right now. And she is wiggling. Alright, next one. It says color 4 1/2 of the circle. So I need to color 4 holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you guys do a better shading in job than that, because I am holding Alex and it's causing me to wiggle all around. All right, and then so I got 4 holes, and then I need to do a half of this one. So I got to divide this into half, and there we go. That's, and I'm going to shade in one of those halves. There we go. Alex, you're going to have to stop moving, girl. Okay. So y'all been doing awesome with those, I've noticed. All right, the next type problem, you're going to be filling in the missing numbers in the pattern. Look at that first pattern. It's saying 40, 50, 60. What's it doing? It's going up, but by how many? By 10. So it'd be 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100. And you're just not skip counting by tens, by the way, so don't do that. All right, and then the bottom one, I noticed that from here to this way, it's going up. So 65, 70. So it's going up by what? It's going up by 5. So that's 70, 75. But in order to go this way, I have to go backwards. So I'm going backwards by 5s. So 65, 60, 55, and 50. And one of yours might be counting by 5s. Hint, hint. All right, now all thing you have left is to subtract and add. Okay, so when you're subtracting, if the number on top is smaller, you have to borrow. So 5 is smaller than 6, so I go next door to borrow. I take one from the 7. I take one from the 8. It becomes a 7, and this 5 now becomes a 15. 15 minus 6 is 9, and 7 minus 4 is 3. So 39. I'm sorry, I'm kind of speeding up because I'm moving so much because my daughter is kind of, I think she's having a bad dream or something. But anyways, she's wiggling around over here. All right, this one we're adding this time. We start with our ones place. 8 plus 3 is what? 11. Put down your 1. Carry your 1. 4, 5, and 6. 2 plus 2 is what? Is also 6. So 661. Look, you guys have this and a fact assessment, I think. And then you're done. Guys, you're done with math. Yay. But don't forget to send me a picture so that I can grade it for you. And so I know who gets what awards, because I'm going to try to do my awards in the next couple of days as well. All right, bye you guys.